end of 90 minutes, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Eko PMO Bando, Heart of Lions 1, Asante Kotoko 1.
Sure.
That is the score line.
Yes.
You will share other venues later in other episodes. But Kotoko Akobo draw Ewo Pando. And what this means that the last 3 away games are Kumasi Asante Kotoko Abono. Wabo draw Ewo Nimi Ense Nyinemu.
Yes.
1-1 with Samates.
Yes.
0-0 with Young Apostles. And a 1-1 with Heart of Lions. Out of 9 points our last 3 away games, Sante Kotoko Enya 3. Manfen Swatreman draw nanka because defeat nanka because yenyenim in sensema ego. Ebra 3 yebabe analyze the game. And we always do that with the starting 11 and the tactical variations. Asante Kotoko ene estate with Freddie Kasari. Mo share wiane die. You catch him say Sana Asante Kotoko ebe bono ono an ebeda.
Yes.
Freddie Kasari imposed, and as usual, a typical 4-4-2 system. And Asante Kotoko ebon ene. A 4-4-2 system and Asante Kotoko ebon ene.
Okay.
Na Osha Ubenya Daniel Ajete se osi akane bi. Left back Patrick Esiedu ebo ho. Na eye Samba O'Neil ene Michael Sefa ejina echiri ho. Justice BLAY in team menu and a ball they kind of say in the middle. 2 Edema Asante Kotoko. Na wenya Clubber. And our player friend Emmanuel Entry and also game now. Entry operated from the wings.
Yes.
Entry operated from the wings. The same as Peter Aqua also from the wings. Now when you Albert Amoa any Abrantia your friend Kwame Poku leading the attack. Now in the course of the game, depending on the structure, na entry timiba middle zone. Emma Albert Amoa ekoda intentenwa ho.
Yes.
Ti utimu se duru baby na Albert is operating from the left side of Asante Kotoko's attack.
Yes.
Na ebanisa entry about the central zone. Heart of Lions who bought a 4-4-2 system. When they are attacking, now be a 4-2-4. Ishmael Alto and Sechi family. Now when you no pong on Kwame Pong omu ejirani mo Charles Boaten and Asante no musu pretty no on paper both teams structures now the bar park and so no na a bit similar now the first thing may the confidence with the enemy here that Sante Kotoko attack and Timiam function well because of the defensive masterclass, which was led by Ebenezer Alba.
Fantastic job. Fantastic.
So now she game now. I will explain to you why that Sante Kotoko attack now function. I'll come and tell you why. But the point is, these 2 players on your screen, in Albert Amoa and Kwame Poku, was silenced.
Yes.
Omen Timianya that flowing game na no mope.
Yes.
They were pushed out of the final third of Heart of Lions. They were forced to drop deep. Ball na Lions for the boy, you know. Omu pia Kotoko phone to the extent say Kotoko strikers ni be chire ball. Ebete ball no. And 2, me assure say Coach Ogum you born the post match after this analysis obete. Almost all the balls are Kotoko flow to go wiem no. Heart of Lions picked the first and the second ball.
Wow.
And the second ball was because of the brilliance of Obin Sechi and Abrante Fen Ishmaelado. How no more reacted to the ball faster than a Asante Kotoko midfielders.
Okay.
Se Kotoko bobo on the fair wiem na se Ebia Kwame Poku and now betamu ani omukwa because most no mumbo ni nko Peter home fa wiem. Peter on number boy no mumbo fa from because Peter naturally onye player or good in the air no waka say o ko ba fa wiem ma oni obi akọ challenge so na target ni nyina akọ either entry Albert Amoa anase Kwame Poku sanko afui and no mo bobo ni kosromom na so mo ko na na ball ni beto ha na Asante Kotoko midfielders need me we need the second ball because entry content no na Albert Ben Kwame Poku enim ha in Andrews Intimenu and Justice BLAY they were closer to Asante Kotoko defenders than the attackers.
Sure.
Intiboni beto Heart of Lions for half muha. Heart of Lions players were closer to their defenders to pick the ball faster than Asante Kotoko central midfielders. I saw them getting closer to pick the second ball.
Okay.
So the bottom line is almost easy Asante Kotoko in attack. And again, Heart of Lions dominated the middle.
Wow.
Into almost fin or boss no. Now Asante Kotoko players had no other option than say they were struggling to hold on to the ball. Now Kotoko players need to hold on to the ball.
Okay.
Until a match by Kwan, you will not really enjoy that Asante Kotoko midfielders.
Yes.
And because you enjoy Asante Kotoko midfielders, no, and how swift and fast are not Heart of Lions players and their movement, their energy level, their stamina, almost quick feet. Make stamina ultimately say Drew baby no. Now Kotoko finfi bre and that is why Ogum two major substitutions. For introducing Baba and Samuel Tinedu. Send your remaining compact, not energy and drop it. Because now entry is out. The Baba can want them. Now BLAY energy no as an air drop kakra. Into the Tinedu Baba can intim no the Baba. Baba as we know faster because on say or form kakra into ho ha. Into now on opesa Baba. One, to hold on to the ball fast with the second ball. Then he will do the distribution to the final third of Asante Kotoko. But clearly, say you man in your man to me. There be omunyina ntimi. There be omuntimi. Omunyina ntimi. Tinedu ya idea with defensive no. But they na ogumu pay offensive bite.
Sure.
And now she game now. You can hardly count the number of times that Asante Kotoko threatening goalkeeper friend Lawrence or say.
Yes.
Say you threatening goalkeeper no. Yama goalkeeper no sheshe no. Yama keeper na ebre.
Yes.
Or yibo akokona. Or push up or pointable aba. You did not see that in the Kotoko play because Heart of Lions won the midfield and dominated the physical battles with our Asante Kotoko attackers.
Wow.
Baby, and now Asante Kotoko attackers need to know me say, or properly controlling the ball. So me control ball ni na say ball no omo ho a, and you know me the two form Heart of Lions for no.
Okay, so ball no omo ho.
Exactly. So share.
Sure.
The ball ni be the Albert one kuta Alberta. Now it me change because he has total advantage of the ball. So ball ni ko Peter ho now it so me the twetwe kakra, it me twe ba ko bi et me the pushi. But now ko ye 50-50 dia na Kotoko ntimi nje. They were more energetic. They were younger. They were hungry. And the first issue. And all this, Brantier the credit Bemano, a Heart of Lions captain, Ebenezer Alban.
Wow.
His direction and his control over the players. And how Ismail Ado also try say on lose ball or idea of press resistance.
Okay.
Ball ni kutana mo kono so se krana. No nim call fast ball no to baby na ball na free ninja.
Wow.
So the bottom line is the Kotoko midfield to the Kotoko attack had a bad day. Everybody included. The brilliant movement. The brilliant movement from these Asante Kotoko players. From Infinity was the Justice BLAY movement.
Wow.
That shot was divine.
Okay.
And the save was Asante Kotoko.
Yes.
That shot was divine.
Wow.
It was not expected. Out of anywhere na suro that was the moment for Justice BLAY.
Wow.
Yes.
Sure.
ene me masem no AB.
Oh dear, why not?
Andrews in team menu did not get a good game. Now Utimu say at some point no person about to say Ishmael. On also person Gina so because so share say entry content 10 wa na obo from the wings.
Yes.
Na Albert ne Kwame Jinani was front two.
Sure.
Kotoko will need somebody to carry the ball from the deep midfield to the final third, make a final third, opponent in a half.
Sure.
In 2 months, in team normally, no Jebona, no Jinasoche, Peso de Bon, ni Piakon and Nimkakra. But this is also a midfield crowded.
Yes.
Into Obe Pia 1 2 Nya Jepe, you are now going to chase for the ball to regain possession. It has all quite Obecha.
Sure, okay.
Into now a true baby no. Now Kotoko ni number 10 and Casa because entry co wings. Albert ni poku ne oho. Se Albert impo drop here. Or the American de ball because so chichi film. But I no cramp on so be the free a chiro pa de beno or half more. One and never say between Blay and Intim. So in today's game, Intim was dispossessed a lot because of the additional tax a ban.
Wow.
Into steady at time I buy no. Now fe Intim you closer to the Kotoko defenders than the attackers. Because Breno now SSA Baba ya never say
Sure.
So this is a game. See the no correct Heart of Lions won the game. Yes.
Nepados one power who team.
Men the usual obe try se born obe Jeffrey unsane de. E ade a nyina abona baso. But the no person de kan no wentimi anfa kan. That was not the best.
Wow.
The changes they do to some extent add some form of energy be shame solid. Or the fufuru be uremu. Try so be bullying away, which was solid. But apart from that, no, Tinedu came in to help solidify the defense. But they're not Santa Kotoko like attacking back. Now it's time that we talk about entry. Yenka entry. Entry has not been able to give us reasons to believe in him.
Wow.
The last 3 matches are entry abono. Entry teaming game no ensi so.
Sure.
Jumadi enim se entry ya ade ne oje wa create chance. But utimu se saade no ontimi nye emfa ma Asante Kotoko. Patwati men koma se ontimi nye emfa ma Asante Kotoko. Inti clearly minim se fiada no penifo ni entry kasai.
Sure.
I think there's almost any beam because almost because he is not himself. He's not been able to fire. Fire and famame. And there's a time that Kotoko need him. What's the last 6 matches Kotoko has 6 goals. It looks like he has back to the 1 goal project in him. Okay.
Yes.
6 matches, yeah, boy. Kotoko has 6 goals. Sure. Yes, I'll go back to the 1 goal project because we are having issues with creativity. Any more one day, Minta, Eduku, Albert Amwa, Kwame Poku. But Okumuntimin ball munina because Sanko for me and Sanobo munina. As a so be the ball, ne breo mo. Baby, omu jina omu bempo no.
Binesa supply omu.
Exactly. One as I say, supply na ba be asem. Inti Ogum is forced to play 2. 2 no crowd to mu say duru baby so yi ba akufrim. What creating is an issue.
Sure.
Now let's go to the positive side.
Okay.
And the match ni a matcher. Me man of the matcher.
Okay.
Straight away, Mrema Asante Kotoko goalkeeper friend Frederick Asare.
Oh, okay. Asare.
Yes.
Wow.
Sorry, it's my man of the match.
Wow.
Yes. But to me, he was super in today's game.
Wow.
Osan justify why he should be imposed again.
Fantastic.
Match winner na ebono. Name finfia breaky. You need people at the back of member on leadership. And that was the Asare.
Fantastic.
He was a complete leader.
Wow.
Together with his defensive unity there. The Oma firm defensive unity. Some yema Asante Kotoko tom no ye. And a rated players now, defenders in the budget ratings more.
Wow.
Asare, Samba.
No, so Samba bem.
Samba was and then he was Samba. Yes.
That's a chedao.
And then Samba was Samba.
Wow.
Me ba Asare abaso, my boss Samba abaso.
Oh yes, yes.
Nano upon actually 8 goals in the Ghana Premier League. You needed somebody to stop him.
Wow. Yes, yes.
And a fair game no
upon just number 30.
Unclear, no clear. He saved Kotoko.
Sure.
Together with Frederick Asare. And then you match of Patrick Esiedu.
Esiedu diano.
O share kra na Esiedu aso okona nim kra na. No, you're more careful because the battle on the wings, they are massive. And what people should know near say, whilst Kotoko bought some matches, other players are being forced to rest. Esiedu new rest.
Debbie.
Every game he's playing because there is no other option.
Debbie, Panso Onzua.
Until from time I Kotoko 2 coin, Echo US buy, every game Esiedu unless he's suspended.
Sure.
Now, Roa Kochogum de Esiedu near an attacking minded role, and a drew baby, you'll be exhausted. And until our class and take training grounds are. What you realize that your time where Kochoguma Esiedu Mpono heading on your training.
Yes.
Your friend load management. Your 10 days we are training grounds. Or my Esiedu at Nase. Not Hosa.
Okay.
Because it drew a sort of Jenna home.
Sure.
I did tape. And then they had a lot of defensive job to do. You won't blame the Kotoko fullbacks baby because na born a choir naba, into a corner nim crana, and so a fast samba because born nim hof one into me holding born a man check.
Yes.
And my chile fullbacks and take you over the wings for crossing. And I'm on your dear friend overload on the wings because now. So I'm okay with the defender.
Okay.
I'm okay with Sefa. I'm okay with Samba. I'm okay with BLAY. My only problem was the goal. And goal, if you watch it again, you realize that Samba marking no Amfa.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Go and
watch it. Oh, there be a.
Oh, yes.
It will share. I see you do Sefa. And the first player ni move. So Samba was supposed to cover the back.
Cover Sefa.
Good. It was either 2 things. Either say Frederick Asare BP, and clearly from the moment now both teams are sorry and try so or so jina po. Therefore, so try so pia na beka se keeper befa, but Asare MP he stood there. So it was the duty of the defenders, and I will share. It was so close to the goal post. And the player had a free header.
Yes.
Ali. Free header.
Ali Fauzi, sure.
So you don't allow a free header, corner kicks in the penalty box. Because the moment you allow a player, no free header pay, chances set and I'm so big goal post direction be solid. Power be also making it difficult for the keeper to save. So clearly on that score. It appears that a Sante Korko players, a ho and a molete, the team down. Defensively, a ho no molete team down.
Wow.
And yes, Sadia, they were close to perfect.
Fantastic.
And yes, they were close to perfect because they display an A game.
Defense no.
Sure.
At
that moment, now Omen Timia Marke Ali. Emma Ninya free header in the penalty box and a bet your mama.
Hey.
But you see, this is what I'll tell the Kotoko fans. No, say live, no. I'm out for a japa.
No, what's he saying?
I'm out for a jap. But I'm in far blame on Samba. Let's get the record straight. I'm out for a jab because they feel that Esenka Sante Kotoko eco dominating. Esa Sante Kotoko eco chifa lion. If you've been watching the Ghana Premier League, which I am a think of because most people attention our club or most support. Inti bo na nkasano omo nhwe ni nyina nhwe other teams. If you've been watching the Ghana Premier League, you will realize the Heart of Lions Omo one of the best home side in the Ghana Premier League.
Sure.
On that third call, Asante Kotoko boy against Tima at that third in the Ghana Premier League.
We could 41 points already.
Before this game, na Kotoko Chamo 5 points.
Yes.
The level of transformation. Bashir Hayford, Ediako Heart of Lions team winning transformation ketwa. Last season, no more relegation. Unim coach Basha open kwala. Into one thing about Heart of Lions and say, more energy to run.
More
energy. Into someone who bought. O petit Ghana League ya ebwe. What about first half na game near draw? Na second half. Waba Beshawa, a baby and Gold Stars, Heart of Lions and Midiema.
Wow.
Yes. Heart of Lions in 6 matches are first half, na draw. Second half, and I'm sending boys now who are in Ewosro. Obeti the energy I push you. What ended more games from half-time draw to full-time win.
Win, okay.
They cannot say. First half a 1-1. First half a 2-2. First half a 0-0. Second half no about winning. Meaning our energy for second round.
Yes.
Because the man tiana
fantastic.
Maka baby any Gold Stars so as a match say almost no ye season almost pamo most of their players echo fire young boys into almost some we game they finish hard. So me I was not surprised second half.
KOTOKO. Yes.
And Ore friend Kwesiedu. Baby any Gold Star CEO. I catch them me point blank say Asante Kotoko will suffer in the second half.
Ish.
Because okay, the last match, baby any Gold Stars, a boy was Heart of Lions.
Lions.
2-1.
Sure.
And I catch them point blank say Nemrantiano. What do I say? Omususa. Omu energy. But energy na Heart of Lions chere.
The buy you know.
Ewo. Baby any no. Ono kwa na aburo no so.
Ejenisem.
Yes. Inti Asante Kotoko ebe femu pa when it comes to second half against Heart of Lions. And I'm not surprised because who changes now but should for the year now. With the exception of Obin Junior, most of the players who to the league knew that. But mo pa, what you say, American no the Asante Kotoko players na the A2. Young team. Full of energy and they will run you 90 minutes. I'm not about running 90 minutes. I'm a fan Heart of Lions team. I'm in Heart of Lions team. No, on ages no 18, 22, 22, 20, 23, 17. Emmanuel Sechi. Now Bobo na near Sechi midfielder no.
Just number 18.
Emmanuel Sechi, jersey number 18. I was 17 years. Ishmael Ado, I was saying, 18 years. So the central midfielders, they are 16 at that screen, so no. And they are 18 at that screen, so no. But we are 17 years, but we are saying
18 years.
Into no better running. Energy no. So there is proper scouting when you have a track where you scout. And one monitor nkwala no afọ mo de omo ye adwuma.
Na some performance na so ni.
Exactly. Enti me the second half ni nyina no. Now I'll be honest with you. Christian Boateng, I was saying 22 years. Now no upon 20 saying 3 years. That is the story of Baby and Gold Stars. Of a Heart of Lions.
Heart of Lions.
That is the story. And when you're more bar, they would stress you. Asante seed of saying 22 years. On the said 29 years, you know.
Asante.
22 years. Asante seed of 22 years. Christian Boateng 20 years. Ishmael Ado. Ono na oyi na na opon na 23 years. Entu hwe ani mo for na eye nkwala omno be den omno be Africa.
Mudu be diagro papa maso eshi.
It should tell the KOTOKO kind of transfer direction moving for the Asante Kotoko.
Sure.
Now somebody brings the question of KOTOKO's physical instructor. I agree with you. asema yin na akapen
no.
But explanation the mind say brena ye duru no ye matim ni nya exercise bebre but clearly minu mienu nyina nim say from the word go ade ba ko aha kotoko adi enya say boys ni e bobo na to say from 70 kwanu so mabre
because them fans ni dey pass
place ya bre from 70 kwanu to say ball no mabre. You can talk about the pitch.
Yes, pitch no wasem so.
Pitch no wasem, no doubt about it. The home team no ebe hu pitch no so more than how you away team. Because you say ball ni do baby and ball ni bounce kakra. But you are attached to the game. But looking at the game itself, no, I think this is one of the hard-fought away draws for Asante Kotoko. Hard-fought now. Kotoko lead Gold Stars 4 points. So to some extent, no, now kwese say uko tima or that third home. Wako pick it draw yes. But the papa mua kese nka Kotoko ni enim no kwa away kuchufo obi aso kudin kunimba. But we have to understand now that there are some teams that are very good in the Ghana Premier League. Sure. And when you go to the home venues of these teams, they won't let you pick the point easily. Heart of Lions, we need to start respecting other teams. Kotoko baby any say anebe. Yes. I'll be honest with you. Yes. Kotoko bechem.
Oh yes.
Kotoko Chelsea ended draw. Kotoko Samates ended draw. Teams are Kotoko team because somewhere away a Karela. This season Kotoko akosha Accra Lions because Accra Lions team no a deeply team. Legon City share Kotoko. And I refi. But Sakane Kotoko ball draw away. So kwa say teams in Ketwa no ko mo home dia and found ne kesi away young apostles ne Kotoko saying.
Oh, so draw.
Exactly.
Hey.
So you need to understand the league.
Sure.
What do I say? We need to understand the league so that some of these score lines we can accept it in good faith.
Sure.
It could have been better. There is still work on this Kotoko team. Kotoko team they here and say Ejuma. But Ejuma ponu team say omo force it. That is one thing I'll give them credit. You see a group of players that want to do something. For Asante Kotoko. Yes. They want to do something for Asante Kotoko. Even though you do baby soon pena honam I am ready. But we need to understand that moving forward, we are going to watch Kotoko matches because there are issues with the team that we are hoping that gradually the technical team can fix. So hard fought away point. There's one major observation. There's little balance or middle. And there's little balance. It was Asante Kotoko attack. And only as Emmanuel Mchi need to pick his form. The midfield of Asante Kotoko need to up their game. The defense of Kotoko is always our savior. The defense of Kotoko is always our savior. And it means what if the defense let Kotoko down? What happens to the attackers? That's what the mechanism. Seda Samba Sifa Ablo
Mama party national.
Esiedu emu so meshia wenga onyom be kono ye cross obey cross no what will happen? So half a loaf I'm say it's always better than none.
Sure.
What I say? Sure. Half a loaf is always better than none. Physical instructor na 70 and there is more to it. But baby ejina say ane there. You start the technical team na take decisions say ombe so omde manage the workload because someone say team need to be ball Wednesday, why recovery Thursday, why one training Friday, Saturday or 2 times. Until the physical instructor bar or share boys now one year he will call say when you be breaky boys net down or obe bubu
yes.
And also no moon say in the middle of the season they can't allow that to happen. But next season there, Kotoko cannot be Kotoko without a proper physical instructor.
Set pieces coaching so because once we business as a man say Kotoko be yasa coaching with set pieces coach. Nanko abananka obe churches and man team.
Set piece the minimum coach or Ghana or set piece coach. Minimum obi. Ba no cre. Kotoko nya free kicks bebre enkosi hwe. Kotoko nya corner bebre enkosi hwe and go out of line say corner. I agree with anybody. Born evolve. Now I see a video analyst money ade. If there is availability of a set piece coach, Abema Kotoko set piece patterns. I be da hwa. On se bu obitimi piano we piano we na play bi dimrike kosa no akoshu tu ahye. So what you say? Na ehu de e konti. Enema be thing. But then hear how the team is going to fix it. We say early and Sundowns. Young players in their team is 25. They compete in Africa. But what's the Obiso de neighbor say early ne Sundowns we economic the matured players neighbor. But if you are the conditioning of the players, into TM Kasana, me say Heart of Lions, a young team, and almost our proper conditioning.
Yes.
Got good team no conditioning issues. But the end can want some sabri because in Pennyfonsi season then are starting. They see a more kakra. A kwesipon, they may be on the danger of 24 years. To share the average age of a Heart of Lions team now, they were really going to stress Kotoko. So, you better be asked. Set piece is a problem in all teams and national teams. Yes. And unti and as a would me take advantage of it. Now would me share. Now would me boni yeah. Now when an advantage over everybody. It's a problem for every team. Team bienya corner or bosseno. Team bienya free kick or bosseno. And you would to turn your may. Now say what the enemy down now bosha. When your advantage of will be on there, one enable. And that is what we are calling for with a club of Asante Kotoko. So we wish the team all the best. Then I'm informed wedding in the dressing game. Na matches in we baby wo. How we will come and continue and play the remaining matches. Asante Kotoko next match Bichim United on the 11th. Bichim Ewo Kumasi. Kofi Tompo Moba. And also young boys are on the Kotoko Bitum Nikapa and the Bichima Mobo. Because omunya free 3 points against you so atreman. Tom don't be rested. Asante Kotoko so moba. No mo be kejagum. Nye hesen en yoma ebeko. Thank everybody that watched the live. I enjoyed the opinions. Amanfo bi no mo buafu, ebi no madwa, de mu se nyoma say. But that is football. Ye ko enima ade e chi ade esen nyina no. Team no enebeko bi we Obed, your bias. If Kamara was imposed, you would want him to do something about the goal. What Asare did, what did Asare do in post that he deserved man of the match? I am a fan, but this one there, not. Me share comments now. And okre on so akyere na adwen. Also mfidi Asare anyahwe. But obehe match highlight. Who match highlight ni wi a obehu number of times ye fra Asare. And so be safe. At the boy a clubber. Crucial ones. And a bon near Bonanka Bakukra Fatumwa, Kebedaniasem. Inti, my idea. What I thought is wrong with Emmanuel entry. Entry is not functional. But Nano, I think entry in 10 were honest or coin. I'm one. Especially 4-4-2 now. You do have no content 10 will be no ben fin. But on set player there. Born ye Judy so nimba. Your breba coupe just 1 minute. Now why ye be no beer jansa. And only idea say ye ba untimus Asante Kotoko. Ye Abrantie Freno. I can't say Abrantie Freno Emmanuel Intimine. Both Untimine, I say 1 moment no as bibi no. Our bonum. And any idea hard. I think say make Kotoko go stars 4 points. Did I make that comment? If I did it, yeah, I'm wrong because you see just 2 points between Asante Kotoko and Go Stars. 2 teams in our way. But more on the dynamics of other matches no be follow later on this very platform. To confidence, wrap it up, Uncle.
One see